Okay, Aidan, if you'd like to start there, well done. I'm going to tell you about the CV system now, so if you'd like to follow me. It's just behind you. Just like to... okay, so this is a diagram of the heart. But before I use this, I'm just going to tell you a bit about the heart before I get into a bit more detail. It's just a simple diagram. But basically the purpose of the heart is to get oxygen around the body through the blood to get it to our organs and muscles so they can function properly. Okay, now the heart is a cardiac muscle, and it is an involuntary muscle because we can't control it, we can't tell it to pump, so it does it automatically, and that's what keeps us alive. So there's blood vessels, and there's three parts of the blood vessels, for three main parts. One of them is the veins, and they carry deoxygenated blood back to the heart. And then there's the arteries, which carries oxygenated blood away from the heart to get it around the body to them organs and muscles so they can function. Now, in between the veins and the arteries, when they connect and create a cycle, there's things called capillaries, and that's where diffusion takes place, and that's where oxygen and nutrients basically exchange between blood vessels. Okay, now we're going to explain the route which blood takes through the heart. So, just a quick key. Blue arrows is deoxygenated blood, and red arrows are oxygenated blood. So we're going to start where it's deoxygenated. Basically, it comes in through the inferior vena cava and the superior vena cava into the right atrium, and it passes through the tricuspid valve here. And now all four of these valves in the heart, now these create a one-way system, so they only open one way, and they don't allow blood to come back through. And basically it comes through this tricuspid valve into the right ventricle, and then gets pumped because there's muscle around here, this is muscle, and it contracts and pumps it through the pulmonary valve into the pulmonary arteries, and that takes it to the lungs so it can collect oxygen. Right? When it collects oxygen, it comes back through here to this side, through the pulmonary veins, which are here. Now it's oxygenated because of course it's got oxygen, and it comes into the left atrium. Now it comes through the bicuspid valve into the left ventricle, and then up the atrium through the aortic valve. So that's the kind of route it takes, and it goes around the body, and then it'll come back to the heart as deoxygenated when oxygenated runs out. When oxygen is used up in the muscles, it creates waste products like CO2 and water. What happens is when glucose is used, it creates CO2, and this travels, basically gets collected by the blood. And when it's deoxygenated, basically it has CO2, and it will go through this part here, like through the first pathway to the lungs, and then it will exchange the CO2 for oxygen, and when you breathe out, then you'll have CO2 out. It also helps to control our blood temperature. So when it becomes cold, blood vessels come more closer to the core, and this keeps us more warm, so into our core of the organs, and this keeps us more warm to keep us around the average around the average body temperature, which is around 37 Celsius. When it comes to blood, it clots, and this is the white blood cells. It clots when someone gets a cut or wound. This prevents any other any blood loss, any more blood loss, and then also it stops bacteria and infection getting in. Now, if infection does get in, the white blood cells also fights it off by creating antibodies, which basically clumps the infection together, not allowing it to multiply, and then also not killing it in the process. So this is how the CV system works and how it keeps us warm and everything like that. So thanks for listening again, and well done for training today.